like I was saying, these billionaires really don't give a fuck about us. You see what I'm saying? And to be totally honest, they became billionaires off the backs of the African slaves. A lot of these companies, the DuPonts, actually, the motherfuckers got their wealth out of out in Massachusetts. They sold the Indians sold their land for like 50 pounds of tobacco out in Massachusetts. This is how a lot of these billionaires from generations getting their wealth have obtained their wealth from pillaging, stealing, robbing, killing, and desecrating indigenous and African and black and Latino lives for many years. I know I kind of put that backwards. The indigenous people, they have literally stripped our land um, to pretty much become billionaires today that we know of. You understand? Elon Musk's family is from South Africa. He didn't obtain his wealth from technology and all that shit. He obtained his wealth from generations. His family was rich and passed on to him, and he made the investments, but all off the backs of Africans. Remember that. So it's a lot of information that we have to unravel, that we must uncover, and that we must deep dive in. Because as you can see, what's going on is that these motherfuckers want us to go back to work to make to make so for instance they motherfuckers is protesting to go back to work, right, to put money in back into these billionaires pockets. You feel me? They're trying to protest to go back to work to put more money in billionaires pockets. Mind you, we are being massacred on the screen. There is a constant ritual. It's a constant display, and it's a constant visual of how black people are being disrespected. Okay, look at Ahmad. Him jogging in his own neighborhood and being slaughtered, being lynched by two white supremacist men, and the third one who was pretty much watching it, didn't try to stop it, and pretty much recording the video. Let's take a look in my own city, Rancho Cordova, California, where a young man by the name of Ja, who was beaten by a Rancho Cordova police officer. Let's take it to LA, where a Mexican young man, well, he was an older gentleman, who wasn't resisting arrest, was getting beaten by an LA police officer. Let's take it to another step where a comedian recently was shot and killed on the freeway for apparently not complying with the Los Angeles police officer. But yet, you have people not paying attention to this. But yet, I ask myself, what's wrong with us? Why are we so focused on Tekashi 6ix9ine? This is whoo. I'm on next level right now. Look, why are we paying attention to Tekashi 6ix9ine? The reason why we pay Tekashi 6ix9ine because they want to take your attention to what's really happening. This man is literally an industry plant. Let me tell you, people are saying, and even everybody else is giving him news segments. Oh, Tekashi 6ix9ine is getting out. He's gonna get a $10 million record deal. Look at what you're teaching our generation of kids. Look at what you're teaching our generation. You're teaching them to be not only a product of your environment, but also you are telling them to be a sneaky snake. You are telling your kids to pay attention to bullshit. This man, I feel like, totally personally honest, I feel like most of that shit was all bullshit. He snitched on multiple people on the gang that he was a part of, and then he gets out and he gets a $10 million record deal, and he's back on YouTube making videos, showing off his ankle monitor. This is all a game. It's buffoonery. Look at the clothes that he's wearing. The color of his hair is the same color as a clown. Follow me. The red, all that shit. It's not rainbow color hair. It's clown color hair. We choose to sometimes forget, oh, rainbow color, rainbow color. You see how he's trying to distract into the fact that he is a clown. He is a clown that is making a mockery of hip-hop music. That's making a mockery of rap music. But we still fuck with that. Why? Why do we? Nas Little X is saying Tekashi 6ix9ine is sexy. The mentality we are having, the mindsets we are having, we are putting our children to sleep. We are putting our children to sleep. Ask yourself this question. When was the last time you read a book? Just really ask yourself that question. When was the last time you actually picked up a book and said, you know what, I'm going to read 10 pages today? We are on a clickbait mind infrastructure. We don't think deep. We click, and that's the information we obtain. We don't try to find sources. You don't try to look up for university scholarly articles. Sound information. No. We are in a clickbait time. And what is so sad about this is that my kids, my daughter, my son are pretty much, they have to deal with this shit. They have to deal with the ignorance of our mind being so minute, and we are being so ignorant to the fact of understanding that they want us to be asleep. They want us to not gain information. They want us to be against each other. They do not want us to pretty much learn new information, seek knowledge to get ourselves out the fucking rut that we are in. And this is why I study. And the reason why I study information is because we have to understand and implement the same exact plan in the same exact ways of conquering things the way that they did. We have to use their same slicky tricks on them. We have to understand the law, for one. The way how they get black people, and I'm going to tell you, and they put it in the fucking movie all day and night. What did Brett say? The dad. He said, once when you become a felon, they got you forever. We have to stop thinking being on the block is a way to express our motherfucking manhood. Nigga. What did Kendrick say on Good Kid, Mad City? Being a man is taking care of your family. Being a man is providing. Being a man is not what these motherfuckers is producing to the masses to make you seem like that's being a man. Being a gangster. Doing this. No. That's why I said being a gangster is not a thing to prove. Niggas locked up singing the blues. 25 in life you cannot use. Broken rights so you had to abuse. So I spark with the magnetic fuse. I said take your black ass to school. Nigga, being a gangster is not the thing to prove. Pretty much is that do you want to be another statistic? Do you want to be exactly what these motherfuckers think of you? It's already bad enough that we got to wear the skin color that we were born with. Because why? We gotta know every single day you walk outside. Wake up and understand this. I don't give a fuck. Oh, kumbaya, no. These motherfuckers look down on you because of the fucking color of your skin. And when you fuck up, guess what they say? I know he was gonna do that. Because why? He's black. We have to change the narrative, people. We have to change the narrative. Why do we have to change the narrative? I'm going to tell you why. We have to change the narrative because if we don't, we are going to become the very thing that they set for us to be. They set laws in play. They set plans and snares to distract us from our greatness. Religion being one of them. But that's for another IG video. They have set plans. They have set snares to destroy us. To distract us from our greatness. From really, what do you think of most of these movies are about? You look up X-Men, nigga. The mutants. And they fuck you up because they have white cast, they have white act, but you gotta look past that. The mutants. Professor X. Magneto. Professor X, more Malcolm X. Magneto, more, Professor Xavier is more of Martin Luther King. Professor Magneto is more of Malcolm X. You understand? And how he wants the motherfucking mutants to rise up and to destroy all the humans. That's what they're talking about. Your mutant genetic is your melanin. And by you having that mutated genetic defect, that's why they're against you. Have you noticed when you go into a room and you off top stand out, it's because you're a mutant, nigga. And understand that you have a power that they do not have, that they cannot deeply find within themselves. It's nothing wrong. I love white people. At the same time, you understand how greatness your melanin is, nigga. Understand that. We are the mutants in X-Men, nigga. They was talking about us. And how the fact of how the plan is for the government to kill the mutants. To destroy the mutants. Because they have a superpower. Look at most of our black men. Shit, my cousin Cody is 6'9", nigga. That's a big nigga. You understand? That's a big nigga. And we are so genetically modified to be big and strong and fucking sport athletes and Michael Jordan's, nigga, and Kobe Bryant's, nigga. 62 Flojos and shit. So we are the mutants. We are we are what the government wants to destroy. Why is the COVID-19 only affecting mostly black homes? Ask yourself that, nigga. Why is that? And they say it all. Oh, it's affecting a higher ethnicity rate because these fuckers designed this shit maybe to affect more black and brown people, bro. This disease, and they want to rush. Then they put fear in us. Now they want to rush motherfuckers back to work. They want to make sure niggas is getting sick and everything else because population control. The shit that you see in the movies is mostly the shit that you see in the movies. Yeah, it's fake. Yeah, whatever. Da 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 da. But a lot of the times, bro, that information in the movies, they put it in kid movies and everything else. Y'all gotta watch these movies to open up your pineal gland because your pineal gland is calcified. A lot of the times. Y'all gotta start meditating more. When's the last time you meditated and prayed to the universe and prayed to the ancestors or to your God, but pray to meditate and pray to your grandma who passed on, or just ask them for strength and guidance because they are transferred over to that next ancestral plane. A lot of y'all niggas think niggas die and nothing else happened. No, they are transferred to that higher level of power. In any movie you look at, death symbolizes, in any movie you look at, death symbolizes the ultimate reward. Death is the ultimate reward. Why is death the ultimate reward? Because finally you have been transferred back into that godly formation and greatness that you were already supposed to be in. You fail, nigga. We became baby. We had the baby brains. But when you die, you are finally transferred back to that ultimate gift. That do you see what I'm saying? Why every time you look in the movies, niggas be I'm ready to go? Because the people who understand and study shit, and that's another thing we fucked up our culture with. We are so afraid of death. But without life, there wouldn't be death, and without death, there wouldn't be life. So you have to understand the process of life. You have to understand the process of getting to that higher consciousness and understanding that this life is only 80 years. 80 to 90 years. Some niggas make it to 95, some niggas make it to 100. But understand that life is very minute, very small. It's about really doing your work here, and then when you die, transferring to that ancestral plane, and that's when you help out the niggas who is still stuck here on this motherfucking this my alpha, this evil plane. This is hell, my nigga. 90,000 people dying from a disease, and you go tell me a nigga go die and go to another hell? No, brother. We are living in the flames. We are living in hell's gates, nigga. All this shit that's happening. Niggas getting killed by police, getting beaten by police. And niggas want to say this is... No. No. You feel me? The fucked up part is, it's only so much hoeing you could do on this earth. Because ho stands for heaven on earth. You understand? There's only so much heaven on earth you can make this motherfucker. With our melanin, we have a different activation. So the shit that worry other motherfuckers don't worry about us. You know, niggas always been broke, never really had money, so the struggle don't fuck with us. Some white people get in the struggle and jump off a fucking roof because they're not used to being in a struggling capacity. You got some white people that have been grown in poverty and things like that, but still they sometimes even think they're more educated than the black people that have grown in poverty as well. So with me closing out with my podcast, live video podcast I'm jumping on IGTV, who's ever watching this, I need y'all to roll up a joint, roll up a blunt, take a hit of your ball, take a hit of your weed pipe, and meditate. We had a great passing of the great King Little Richard, and he suffered racism as well. And that's what I'm telling you is that when people transfer, Dick Gregory passed away about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. And y'all look at Dick Gregory's videos. You know what I'm saying? These people put in hours of work, bruh. Hours of information seeking for you selfish niggas that don't even know who Dick Gregory is. I did a speech on him too. Understand that. Understand that we need to wake the fuck up. Our pineal gland is calcified. Why is it calcified? From the clickbait information they are feeding us. We are malnourished children. We are malnourished, and we are damn near like a starving person or starving baby. We are starving because we have been fed nothing that could really fill us up. We have been fed scraps, nigga. We are still eating masses, pig feet, and bullshit. Because we're not truly learning information. There's some people out there learning information. I'm talking about real information. You understand? Like breaking down movies and breaking down shit. You understand? Breaking down things. I was watching Alvin Chipmunks with my kids, and I broke down. They had a number 81 with the white stripes. Watch that video. And it was talking about that meant the Hell's Angel signs. They're putting this shit in our children's cartoons, people. Watch the cartoons with your children. Watch a cartoon movie. You gotta understand. Look at the movies. Look at the Willoughbys. They just dropped that movie on fucking Netflix, which is a fantastic movie. It had a lot of science behind it. The black dude was a black candy dude. But remember, they always make the black characters blue. Look at Osmosis Jones. What color was that nigga? Look at the new detective movie, the cartoon animated movie with Will Smith. What color was he? They always make you blue or dark, like a reddish brown color, to signify that, because we are the blue black, red black. You understand? So understand what the variation of hue colors you have, and that they use that same variations in animation. The children know it. That's why you need to sit back and sit back, you know what I'm saying? Go smoke a joint outside, smoke whatever, drink a bit, whatever, and come back and watch the cartoon and see how much science these motherfuckers put in it. Even in the movie Matrix, this shit is old science, y'all. This is old science. I'm gonna do a few more videos like this. This is old science to where they have been breaking this shit down. Brother Panic, Bobby Hemmett, Dr. Phil Valentine. The Matrix was one of the most metaphysical motherfucking movies out. Nigga, back in that time, 2000. These motherfuckers, and it came from a black woman. The brothers took it. The Terminator, the Matrix, all the Terminators, nigga, and all the Matrixes was one movie. That lady won $1 billion. It was all one movie, bruh. It wasn't all broke. It was she wrote it. You gotta look it up, nigga. Look up the Matrix. Look up fuck, I forgot the I'm gonna just look online real quick. Turn my computer off. Bruh. How they was having fluoride in the water. This lady is a fucking phenomenal. I'm talking about, she is literally genius, okay? She is literally genius. She wrote the Terminator, okay? She wrote the Matrix. This lady was phenomenal. Look it up. I forget her name, but it was a book. It was a book, bro. And I'm not sure if the book was called The Matrix, but it was a book. It was multiple volumes, and I mean, it was just a plethora of information. This lady had everything from fluoride in the water, how machines were going to take over, artificial intelligence. She wrote this shit back in the 80s, bruh. Back in the 80s. Okay, you get the shit on PDF. You got to look it up. Look up the lady who sued. Look up the lady who sued. I forgot the brothers, but look up the lady who wrote, the black woman who wrote The Matrix, look that up online, take her name, and then put her name and put in, highlight and put in books she wrote. And oh my God. And I'm telling you right now, this lady, man, I got a few of her books on my computer, on my USB drives. It is just a plethora of information. I'm talking about deep shit. The shit had me like, God, behold the pale horse don't got shit on this lady. Behold the pale horse don't got shit on this lady. I'm telling you. Let me look at it right now. I'm gonna log in as a guest, so I don't gotta do all that extra shit. And this lady, I'm telling you, a plethora of information. And this is the black lady who wrote this shit. I'm sure a lot of y'all probably don't know. I mean, I'm not holding that against you. That's you just don't know. But this information is very key. The woman who wrote The Matrix. Okay. The woman who wrote The Matrix. Okay. Sophia Stewart. That's her fucking name. Sophia Stewart wins Matrix lawsuit against Wakachi. Look at that. Can y'all see that? I don't know if y'all can see that. Can y'all see? I'm going to just give it to y'all like that. You see that? Sophia Stewart, family. Okay? So let's type in Sophia Stewart. Man, this lady is, this shit is insane. And this is the things that I want y'all to understand, y'all. This is what I want y'all to understand. Is that the information sometimes y'all learn is not facts, bruh. It's not facts, and they're not going to tell you this shit. When the last time y'all heard somebody say some shit like that? Sophia Stewart books, just like I said, copy and paste it. The Third Eye. Whoo! This woman wrote this in the 80s. That's what I'm trying to tell. This lady wrote this in the 80s, bruh. In the fucking 80s. Look at this shit. This is a black woman who wrote the fucking Matrix. Don't that look like the Matrix shit? The writing and shit? This is what I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. Is that I'm about to get this shit PDF right now. I wanna read some of this shit to y'all, cause this shit I'm talking about. This lady is, man, bro. This shit is crazy, my G. This shit is deep, homie. This shit goes so deep, man. It's fucked up. You know what I mean? It's so fucked up because, this lady put her work, you could tell, like, her heart and soul into this shit. I mean, I should even buy it. I shouldn't even do a PDF. I should honestly buy it, but it's just like I'm trying to find it real quick so I could just read some of this shit to y'all. This shit is so deep, homie. Like, this shit is so deep, okay? This shit is deep, bruh. And they admitted that they stole her entire fucking writing. These white people that made billions of dollars on a franchise made from a black woman. Understand that. Understand how powerful y'all are, sisters. Understand how powerful y'all are. and stop fucking with these chumps. It's documented. This is documented. This is not something that you could just write. This is real shit. And guess what? The universe. That's what I'm telling you. You cannot. How dare y'all do this to this woman? You know, literally admit and says that we stole all of this shit. The Terminator, the Matrix, we stole it all from her. Everything. Everything. They stole it all. They stole it all. You understand? This shit is just privy information. It's all right here. It's like Stewart's copyrighted works. Stu is a screenwriter who works under the, her name is Zena Kavala and Sonia Stewart. On May 3rd, 1981, she created a 6-page screen treatment titled The Third Eye, which was a scientific account of futuristic life. Okay? And then in November 1, 1983, Stewart created a 45-page instrument titled The Third Eye. The complainant identifies the title of both works as The Third Eye rather than The Third Eye. Stewart is registered and copyrighted the 6-page treatment on February 2nd, 1983. When was the fucking shit made? Okay? This is what she's saying. In 1983, bruh. So she sent this in because they were looking for new ideas to come up with. She sent it in and never heard nothing back from these people. Okay? The Wachowski brothers. In the next motherfucking 10 years, you get The Matrix with all her shit in it. The storyline, the information, the ideas, and the Terminator. Okay? Stewart continued that, bro, this shit goes fucking, oh my God. Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all gotta understand this shit. Like, this shit goes deep, bro. So while y'all watching The Matrix, and while y'all watching all this shit, oh yeah, the Terminator, understand that was created by a black woman. You know, and this is why you have to read information. This is why you have to. Please be serious. If y'all knew about this shit, give me a comment. Let me say, oh yeah, I know about it too, because a lot of y'all didn't know about that. Like, you don't understand that Star Wars, and that's why I'm giving you this information now. This is why the Star Wars is actually is a African story. Star Wars is really an African love story about Asar, Osset, and Seth. It's an African love story. Darth Vader, part of the Seth, the evil brother, the dark side, the Jedi, the light, the force of nature. They are writing about our history. George Lucas is writing is giving literally a fucking black story, my nigga. And I was just listening, and I've kind of looked back and I cracked that shit. The D Jedi pillar, the pillar of Asar. You know, so I just want y'all to. I'm gonna close this video out with pretty much saying this is why we have to study. It's really up to us to study this, to try to find information, to study this information, so we could actually learn and teach ourselves, to teach our kids this shit. You know, how many people knew The Matrix was written by a black woman? Not a lot of people. And the Terminator. Her name is Sophia Stewart. With everybody that passed away in this COVID-19 tragedy, I pray for y'all. I pray for anyone who lost someone. I'm praying for y'all. This is an attack on the human race. This is an attack on really melanated people. A lot of melanated people, a lot of black people are suffering. Puerto Rico, a lot of people are suffering, especially out in New York. Lady, the transit workers, 149, I believe 129 died out of 70,000 transit workers out in New York City. So this is serious, people. Stay safe, stay beautiful, stay with one another, and also love yourselves, man. Love yourselves, especially to the women. Y'all women, y'all are so beautiful. Dig deep within yourself and find the love within yourself. You know, if you with a man that don't build you up physically, mentally, don't be with them. You know something? While this pandemic has been happening, there has been children. The uh, the domestic violence against children has rose dramatically. Not even really against the woman, but has dramatically risen on the children as well. You have these men. As I was passing through on Folsom, stopped at Chevron, I'm seeing a dude cussing out his wife, damn near trying to take off on her and beat her up. She's driving off in her Camaro. And I'm just looking at myself. This domestic violence is rising. Everybody is really, people are angry. People are very frustrated for no reason, taking out on their kids, beating their kids' ass, beating their wives' ass. Don't be, men out there, don't be a person like that. Don't take out your frustration with money. Don't take out your frustration on your wife. Don't take out your frustration on your children. As you are struggling and you are going through boredom and solitude of worry and stress of not getting back to work, don't take that on your children. Don't take that on your wife. Don't take that on the family members that are calling you and trying to be close to you and be near to you. Because people are going through suffering everywhere. We are not the only ones. You are not the only one. We got to come to a point, we got to come to a time to understand that we have to be bigger than that. Being abusive mentally, physically, is not good. It's not healthy for your children. And if you have children and you are doing that, shame on you. Because the children shouldn't be subjected to see that type of behavior. We have to grow as a people. We have to grow as men, bruh. Growing to understand that it's going to take only love to conquer over everything. Honestly, love. You niggas don't know how to love. Not you niggas, because niggas to me is plural. I'm talking white, Asians. You people don't know how to love. We are so lost and out of love. What did Bob Marley preach? One love. Because love honestly conquers over everything. Hate is so hard to do. When you hate, all that does is fill your heart. It fills your soul with emptiness. Because you are putting nothing in it. You are only exerting all your energy out. You are putting none of anything back in within your heart, within your soul. Understand that love can pull us out of tragedy, of war, of understanding that we are all in this together. And it's going to take everyone to help one another. Not just me, not just you, but all of us. It's going to take a village to raise our children. When you see somebody do it wrong, you should speak up. When you're seeing uh, police brutality on an individual, pull out your phone, stop, record it. Make sure you letting them know, hey, I got your bitch ass on live. I'm making sure everybody's gonna see this. I'm making sure that you will be held accountable for your actions. We need to start being held accountable for the shit we do. My people, my beautiful people, be safe. Stay ready. Be strong. And start to learn and start to try to give yourself information to feed you. We have to start putting information within us so we can understand and learn how to tackle these issues and learning how to tackle the things that are constantly beating our ass. We learn the law. We use the law against the very people that use the law against us. So I just want to say and just let y'all know. Smoke weed. Love your children. Stop beating your fucking kids. Stop beating your fucking wife. Hug your wife. Hug your kids. Let them know that you love them. Hug your mom. Call your family members. Let them know that you love them. Let them know that they're going to make it through this. They're going to make it through this tough time. They're going to make it through this hard time. And just be there. One thing I learned as well is that stress isn't a bad thing. Stress is a good thing. Because stress gives us courage. It releases the oxytocin chemical that we have that actually helps us. So if you feel that you're in a stressful moment out there, know that you're releasing the oxytocin that can actually help you get over it because it's giving you courage. It's giving you resilience to get past the hardships. This is your boy Abram, Son of Sons. Go check out Three Kings. Go check out the soundtrack music. Check out my boy Tassie Wilson. Got a new song. I got a new album out called Human, featuring the artist YB. From the Cap. This is your boy Abram. You feel me? Just want to give a shout out to my beautiful wife Deja. Give a shout out to my kids, Amaria and Lamar Jr. And this is your daddy. And this is your nigga, your boy, signing off. I'm getting kind of high.